Hello and welcome to this month's Maggie Moment. Today I want to talk to you about friendships, particularly peer rejection. Oh yeah, that's the biggie. So if you have a child who's come home, particularly a child under 8 who's still kind of working out how to navigate this space, and they've said, my best friend has said they don't want to be my friend anymore, or they've been kicked out of a group of friends, so that's even multiple expulsion from a friendship group. Oh, it's heartbreaking. Now, the first thing I want to say is friendships are something that we all can have struggles with right throughout life. So when they're younger, this is where they're having these experiences, and each time they have one, they're learning a little bit more about how to be a good friend or how to be not such a good friend. Now, the reason that peer rejection is such a big thing is we are a social species. We are biologically wired to be connected to others. So when we are rejected, it triggers the brain circuitry in the brain that is about, severe disgust and hate and mad panic. Because if we were back in the African savannah and you were rejected by your friendship group, your chances of dying are much higher. So it's actually a really big thing on a survival level in our brain. But there's good news, and that is when we are treated fairly, whether it's in our friendship groups or in our families or our classrooms or our playgrounds. The part of the brain that loves to eat chocolate or drink a beautiful cold drink on a hot day, that is what gets fired up, and it feels so good. So if you have your child come home and they've been rejected, the very first thing is to please be as calm as you can. I know you want to jump in there and make everyone else feel really bad and rescue your child. Please don't rescue them from feeling awful, because it's actually a normal response. So validate, gee, that feels awful. I bet that sucks, doesn't it? It feels really yucky, doesn't it? I remember that. And then remember, there are 3 stages to kind of friendship dramas, and this comes from Claire Orange. She says there's a spark, like it's a little thing, and usually a child will just be crabby about it for a day, maybe a day or a few hours, and then they've moved on. When it's a flame, and I would suggest a peer rejection is more of a flame, it's something you really do need to be present with and explore some options with your child, what they do next. And then there's the fire, mad, that's when things get really serious, and that is probably when a parent might need to step in a bigger way. So let's go to that place again. Let's really listen to your child around what led up to that moment. So was there something else going on that may have contributed to that? What do they think might have been the reason behind it? And what are their plans tomorrow for when they go back into school? So in other words, we want them to be the problem solvers and to have the agency to be able to deal with these small sorts of things at any point in time. And then the next one is, can they be a good friend to themselves? And that's a really big one, because what happens when we're rejected by our peers, we then tend to reject ourselves. So I do some fun role playing with, hello, how you going? Those sorts of welcoming strategies to other people as well as their friend, because the friend might be in a different space the next day. If we hold on to it, we might just go in there thinking they're not going to like us, and already our body language is giving out a different message. So talk to them about welcoming strategies, and if that friend is still in that space, then they might be able to encourage them to find another person who might be friendly to them. Remember, it's about being friendly to others, not always having a best friend, and that these bumps are going to be a part of life. Really listen to your child, validate your child, give them all the love in the world, and let's send them back out there into this crazy world where all sorts of things happen in playgrounds that aren't always as big as we think they might be. No matter what age, no one enjoys being rejected by a friend.